Welcome back to Hope Shots. Got a really special one for you today. This is my good friend and one of my mentors, George Aguilera. And at this time in our country when there's a lot of tension and hatred, especially between races, I'm so thankful to be able to call one of my best friends and most important teachers a brother from another racial background. And our hope today is just to show you that Jesus has the solution we need. So George has got a short message about one another for you.
Thanks, Eddie, for allowing me to be a part of this. I'm hoping and praying that it will be all that we expect it to be, and that is that Jesus gave a command in John chapter 13, verses 34, 35. And in essence, what he's saying is that a new command I give you, that you love one another as I have loved you. But he goes on and he says, and if you do this, if you love one another, then all men will know that you're my disciples. He didn't say that just believers will know that you're my disciples, but he said all men will know that you're my disciples. And loving one another it covers every aspect of our life. You know, we can build up one another, we can encourage one another, we can forgive one another, we can take on upon ourselves one another's burdens. And perhaps that's probably what we're looking at right now in this whole racial conflict thing. As believers, if we can come and we can look through the eyes of someone else and we can carry their burden with them, regardless of what that burden is. Maybe it might even be something that's just in their own perception, but it's still a burden that they're carrying. And so we come alongside and we walk with them, and we do life together with them. And then we do these one another's, the building up of each other, the encouraging of one another. The Greek word, if I can say it right, is allelon. And it means one another, others, each other. And I was thinking about a verse in 1 John 3:18, and it tells us to not just to speak love, but to do love, to be love, take action. And so in our world today, maybe there's an injustice that we can see, and maybe we've been silent for too long, and we need to begin to speak.
Yeah.
Speak into it, reach into it, and do justice, like Micah says. But that's what the Lord has shown us, what to do, to love mercy, to act justly, and to walk humbly with our God. And so, as believers, I want to challenge all of us. I challenge myself. Love one another. Hebrews says to encourage one another towards love and good deeds. Again, action, not just verbalizing it, but doing something. Roll up your sleeves and speak truth. And we know that Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man comes to the Father except through me. And I think as believers, that when we go and we love one another and encourage each other, I challenge you, reach out of your own bubble and love others to Christ. They may have a different opinion than you, but love.
Yes. The verses that have to do with loving one another appear 59 times in the Bible, and we're convinced that Jesus is the leader we need at this time. He's always who we need, and especially when there are issues of discrimination, of abuse, and horrible acts of injustice. Jesus is the one who can step into our lives and bring healing and hope and restore us. So here's a quick scroll through of some pertinent one another verses. So write them down as we go through here. Here we go, one another verses. There you go. Submit to one another, forgive one another, encourage, restore, accept, build one another up, care for one another, bear with one another, carry one another's burdens. And if you do a study in the Bible, you'll find so much more. God bless you with hope. There's hope for you and there's hope for me. And in Jesus, we have the answer. We'll see you next time.